Next game, it is, of course, Revan. Revan, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. I can't wait to get this next match started. H2k versus TSM. TSM's new Call of Duty team debuting here on LAN. They've been doing pretty well in the Call of Duty World League. Can't wait to see how that translates to LAN.
I'm actually quite excited for this, but first, use code UMG for 30% off G Fuel. Let's get that one out there. Right, let's go and talk about this game here. I mean, TSM have been a little bit storied, actually, in Call of Duty. I mean, some people were talking about, you know, when they were Rush very recently. Kind of a clever move by Profi, a lot of people have been saying.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty solid team. I mean, they've had their ups and their downs, but recently, I mean, they had a big win over FaZe, and then they lost to their organizational rivals in CLG. But, you know, this is a very solid team. I mean, you got Proof, Pac-Man, and Wheats. These guys have been playing Call of Duty forever, and they've kind of been, you know, teaching Colchan, catching them up to speed in terms of, like, their Call of Duty knowledge. But they're going up against a pretty solid H2k lineup. Recently, they've been struggling in the Call of Duty World League. Let's see if they can turn it around here.
So Latefield's going to take out that Afterburner. Rapid Fire, fairly standard ban that we've seen in a lot of ban and protect.
Okay.
However, Stock also disappearing. H2k picking that one. Overclock going down from Pac-Man. And already quite interesting the way these pick and bans are going out here. Now, obviously, there's still a high caliber in play. Kinetic Armor's gone as well. Are we going to see a high caliber taking out?
Tactical grenades are still in, so Flashbang, the concussion. There goes the HCXD. Now, one thing that I love seeing from H2K is they do get creative with some of their bans
I think
and
both of
protects.
these are going to wait until the last second to ban something.
Well, yeah, they're going to try. Well, Legal wants Proofy to take out High Caliber. Proofy wants Legal to take out High Caliber, so they can do their own thing.
And funny enough, is neither of them do it. Like I said, this is a game of chicken here. Which one's going to do it?
It's possible
it's almost like a free ban. There we go. There we go. Proofy gets the Purifier out of the way. It will be Legal who ends up taking down High Caliber.
Nice.
But yeah, like I said, it's one of those mind tricks you now got to play here, because you said, well,
mind trick?
Yeah, we get to kind of play our ban. Are you going to ban what we expect you to ban? So great thing there. Now, talking about H2K, they were known for a little while about kind of doing a weird pick and ban system, trying to break them and trying to throw teams off. Now they actually calmed down, and Revan, you said to me, he goes, yep, and since they've done that, they've been losing.
I mean, yeah, you know, they used to get super creative. Like back during the CWL LAN qualifier, they used to ban out stuff like Flak Jacket, Protect the HCXD, and just use that to the full effect. You know, it's a big reason why they 3-0'd E6 and won their first matches. But this is a very creative team. I mean, you got Fizzerp. He's kind of like a strategist mastermind, right? he loves to, you know, throw smoke grenades everywhere and utilize all these different things that a lot of people aren't willing to use in competitive Call of Duty. But he's got a solid team to back him up with Legal, Lacefield, as well as Fears. These are guys that, you know, they are all solid players. They all know what it takes to win. However, I believe they're on, what is it, like a 7-loss streak right now in the World League, so they're on a bit of a downhill struggle.
This is going to be redemption for them here. Obviously, losing here again will knock them out of the tournament. They don't really want to do that. They kind of want that redemption. They sit there and go, you know what, we've been on a losing streak at CWL, but when it comes to LAN, we can do the business. Also,
it's funny, every team has been saying that.
Yeah, pretty much, and some of them have been lying. I'm actually a big fan of Fizz. Now, I first kind of met Fizz and kind of come to my attention in TCM when he's in that squad, and I got a chance to actually kind of speak to him.
You're new.
I know you're going back, but I mean, actually, when I got a chance to speak to this guy and kind of get to learn what he's like personality-wise, and he is a little bit joking. He's quite funny, but I also found that he's very serious about when it comes to his gameplay.
Yeah.
And he really impressed me in that squad as well. He's able to hold it down, keep calm under pressure. Like I said, I like finding out the personality of players because it helps get into their mindset.
Well, Fears has been around forever. He used to team with Aches and TP a lot, and you know, he used to dominate, you know, the early stages of Call of Duty, and then he would just kind of take a break. You know, him and Aches were kind of, as well as TP, were renowned for winning the first event in like every single Call of Duty, and he used to team with them all the time. So he has a lot of experience, a lot of big event experience as well. So that's something that he could bring to his team. It's nice to see that, you know, he's sticking with Call of Duty for as long as he is, because he's definitely a talented player.
Well, this game is about to get underway. We've actually just seen how they've kind of drafted the specialists. Trying to see anything out of the ordinary there.
Only really the War Machine from Fizzerp.
Yeah.
That's something he has experimented with, but I think trophy systems provide such a great counter, especially with Afterburner, Overclock getting banned out. I mean, what other first perk are you going to want? Just put on Flak Jacket, and it almost pretty much negates the entire War Machine.
Yeah, so it doesn't. And when you're talking about slaying specialists like that, there are kind of better options for that. But it depends what you're going to use it for. I mean, on this one, obviously, you're pretty much going to stand outside of a site and just pump grenades in, trying to clear a little bit of room, make the actual players in there move around, trying to avoid that fire coming in. But obviously, like I said, it can be countered. It is one of the specialists that can be. Let's see whether
You
or
also
not...
got to make sure you don't kill any of your teammates with it.
That's also true. You got to make sure that you use it effectively. But can FizzUp do it? We will see that obviously as we go into Breach Hardpoint. Anything else? I mean, Psychosis again is one of those ones where I kind of like it for just its versatility and where you're going to use it. It's almost like it's like extra bodies to help you push into a hard point, a little bit of a distraction to kind of break. But let's get into this first game, and is already jumping on board with Colchan.
Yeah, Colchan, one of the most explosive players we have in Call of Duty, especially on this TSM roster. But you know, off the break, it's going to be all H2k Pac-Man with that MR6, unable to get things done. Let's switch over to FizzUp. He's the man inside the hard point, and this is something we've been starting to see a little bit more throughout this weekend. People taking out the Vespers solely for this middle hard point on Breach.
Well, Legal currently 4-1 will go down though there. Still watching FizzUp. FizzUp looks to pre-empt the door. Will get that kill as well. And right now, TSM will come all off the respawn. And it doesn't even matter. FizzUp doesn't need to do that. We'll be using the Vesper as well. Now, we haven't seen a lot of Vesper this weekend since the patch. But in that hard point, especially with how close it is and how much bullets that gun will throw down, it has been a favorite. I think we saw Burns actually use it earlier on.
You know, I would really like to have seen Colchan push up over towards the porta-pies and be a little bit closer to that cutoff, but he doesn't have anybody to follow up, so it's understandable why he decides to, you know, back up in the cages. His teammates are starting to fall. There's some big kills for Colchan to make. He finds one, takes down Legal, but more players from H2k pushing forward as it's all about the rotation to the next hard point as it pops up. We're over near the cages. FizzUp trying to fight for spawn control for his team.
Well, H2k actually looking like the more dominant team so far. I mean, they're only second hard point in. But they do seem to be able to just break very easily. And now, look, here we go. Once again, FizzUp will use the Vesper, trying to get that second kill as well. Pre-firing, but he is going to run out of ammunition before he can make that kill. See them, here they come, trying to get it. It's going to be Fizz with the kills. Can he make the second one as well? Nice. He does manage to make that second one, staying alive, allowing his reinforcement teammates to come in now.
Yeah, they're pushing over from the porta potties. I mean, TSM, now they're going to start spawning further and further away. So far, H2k, they're off to a hot start, but there's still a lot of hard point to play throughout Breach here as Fear is continuing to do damage inside the hardpoint. He's only 175 away from that lightning strike.
6-1 as well, and he has got the most amount of objective time from his team. Let's stay on board with him for just a second, see whether or not he can actually get these streaks here, because they will be super crucial if he can grab them. Right now, you see he's on his own, so if he does get into a gunfight here and lose, there will be no trade.
He needs to stay alive here. He's playing for spawns for his team, which is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to break the hardpoint. Spawns first, hardpoint later, but he gets shut down by Wheats as a big kill for him to make as Wheats continuing to do damage. Slow start for Colchan here, 3 and 6. Look for him to step it up in the later stages of this game.
Now just see, he's trying to pre-aim middle. He's going to get that kill as well. TSM really needs some good time here on this hill to kind of bring this back a little bit even. Colchan looks like he's going to push out. He's got that pre-fire and he knows exactly where FizzUp is going to be and locks that one down. Stays alive still though. This is a lot of time now for TSM and this is exactly what they needed.
Yeah, as Wheats puts this out, he's going to find where some of the H2k players are spawning up, and TSM, they're starting to find their way back into this game, Bryce. If they're able to lock down the rest of this time, they're only going to be down by around 10 seconds, as now it's about the rotation towards the next one. And, you know, before these hardpoint rotations got changed, it's kind of like the mirror side of what we're seeing now. You know, players would push out towards the AC side. Now they're trying to push out towards back broken. H2k, they're not being too aggressive on these kind of rotation points here, and that's going to allow Colchan some room to work with as he earns his active camo.
Now, does he use his active camo here to try and help break this one? He's got to wait for his teammates anyway. There's no point in him pushing in yet, but he is going to get another kill there. It also might help him if he pops that active camo to get his streaks here. I think he's waiting for his teammates to back him up. He is going to use this active camo. He needs to make this kill. Gets one. He's 25 points away now. Can he get one more kill to start getting those streaks? He's going to push straight in. He's going to get it as well. Colchan gets it. He gets heat wave as well, but he gets it. Oh my goodness, somehow managed to go through the heat wave. Gets that kill. He has now got full streaks. Colchan played his life, and he does come out with a reward.
Yeah, big play from Colchan right there. Those streaks are definitely going to help TSM later in this game, but as it stands, they're still down in the overall score. Pac-Man trying to go big in the hardpoint. He finds Lego, sees the shadow as well on the roof, gets some help from his teammate Proofy, with the hardpoint still being contested by H2k. 10 seconds remaining. I think TSM are more than happy to give up those final 10 seconds and try to set up for the upcoming hardpoint over near the lab.
Cerberus is now going to be sitting mid-map. You can actually see it there. Oh my goodness, managed to stay away. But you know what? Because we love you guys at home, we haven't actually done this yet. Let's go to a listen-in with TSM.
Come on, back here.
I'm gonna go up there.
I'm gonna go back there right now. Hold on.
Go top here. Top AC weak,
You, my bad. Yep. In the back, and he waved me in the back. Two in the back. Two back door right now.
Coming out.
Two. One more.
I'm here with you.
Yep.
Got down. Get away, AC stairs. He came back. He's dead. AR, watch the door.
Side door.
I spun out.
He got me in the back. He's coming back door in.
Guys, front door.
Reload. Two on hill. Side door and front door. Side door and front door.
Back door sub.
Front door, one shot, absolute.
One's been mad. Mad Fears. One
Is he
shot.
top?
Mad Fears. One. No, he's top right now.
Dead.
No, side door and front door, two of them.
New his mid. We're good.
Front doors. One shot phase in the hill.
Anybody got broken?
Those men, yeah, I spawned there. I'm pushing
He's
top.
in the old hill.
I'm at AC
Alright.
right now.
Nice.
Stairs, red.
2.
Yo, middle. Showers middle. EMP to hill.
Make-
Hold the
anybody got
left. Just hold the
initial?
left.
Anybody got
Get initial. Whoever's behind me,
Proof,
Palace.
get it, proof.
One shot outside second hard point. I spawned
Oh,
Palace.
oh, he's got broken.
Yeah,
Side.
he's inside. Stand up.
He's one shot. Top AC stairs.
Still alive, still alive.
He never
Top
came.
AC.
Dead. I got two. Alright, top broken in hill. Broken guy in hill. Win AC.
Where is he
Got him?
broken? Is he top?
I don't know.
Bottom broken.
Bottom broken. He's bottom. Yeah.
One shot top
broken.
AC.
Who's
One shot top
Who's bottom broken? Just came out.
One shot top
Nice.
AC.
Still alive.
Alright, go for it.
We're
Go for
there.
it.
We're there.
In hill weak. Last two in hill.
I got it. I'm in.
That's one Palace.
Middle. They airstrike me on hill. Good teammate.
Okay, nice. Watch broken.
Nice.
I'm watching your bottom left. Watch broken.
Shot broken.
Get your AC.
Bottom broken.
Never mind.
Bottom
Top
left.
AC.
Bottom
Top
left.
AC one shot. Top AC one shot late. Top AC one shot late.
Bottom left. I'm getting shit from both sides.
Yo, War Machine middle.
Got me. Outside the hills first. Nice. Good
Hold
job.
on.
You gotta get second hard point, guys. You gotta rotate.
Rotate.
Rotating right now.
I got one in New Hill.
I'm gonna need help. I'm already at the back.
He waits me left side. Porta potties. Porta potties,
I'm
guys.
waiting,
Holding
I'm waiting,
rotation.
I'm waiting,
Hold on.
waiting,
Good
okay.
shit.
I have psychosis.
Lace one. Going back door. Lace.
There's back door.
There's two. What's your left? Lace. Lace to
They're
your
gonna
left.
come from porta potties. They're gonna be fighting from porta potties. Let's go.
Go. Let's get it.
He's right here to the left, guys. Watch it.
Well, there we go, and you know what? That's pretty good communication actually from TSM, but the scores not too far away from each other here, almost tied up. But H2k hold onto their lead just. Now on board with Colchan. It has actually used his active camo. We saw him get just a minute ago. Now pushing out the lane, trying to get one. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. Colchan shuts him down. Now looking for that third one in the hill. Will get killed before he can do it.
However, Pac-Man's there to trade the kill as TSM take control once again. And for the majority of this game, it's been around a 20-point lead for H2k, but this might be the hard point where TSM take the lead.
Well, now you can actually see the rotation is coming in. It looks like H2k are dipping early, and Pac-Man's going to be left all alone in this hill. But right now, you can see Lacefield will pick up that kill up top.
Dude, Lacefield's going huge. He's 28 and 18. Doesn't have too much time in the hard point, but he's protecting his players who are kind of risking their lives in the objective.
Hey, every team needs a good slayer, and Lacefield's doing it for H2k right now. However, TSM will take the lead here, but rotation in the hands of H2k.
Yeah.
Can they hold on to this enough? They've already taken that lead back. It was only 4 points they slipped behind by. Now, this is all about the hold. Lacefield trying to just slay out here in the middle. Does get that first kill, that kill as well. And he's just slaying. This is all he's doing. You can see why he's got such little time in the hill. He's completely shutting down mid, forcing TSM to come the other two ways into this hill.
Yeah, and he's cutting off the spawns for his team as well, so he's able to relay that information to his team on where they're spawning, where they're going to be attacking from. In H2k, they're doing a great job of locking down this Palace hardpoint. Ligo about to come under some fire. He's got some help from his teammates. Forced to pop the active counter here. One player coming up through the middle, but that's immediately traded out as Pac-Man is able to break through the hardpoint. He picks up two, but there's only 15 seconds remaining on this Palace hardpoint. It's all about that next one as we move over to Glass.
There you can actually see the rotation starting to come in from both squads here. Pac-Man obviously just putting shots down. He's going to stay on that last hill, though. Wait's going to be pre-aiming, hoping someone comes broken, but nobody has. H2k have just completely pushed as a four-man squad, and Wheats might be able to get in on a flank here. Can he do anything? He's going forward. He's going to see one. No, heat waved. Wheats has had to just
Still
stop
alive.
dead. Oh, no,
Never
goes
mind.
down, and that could have been a devastating flank there by Wheats. But he wasn't able to make anything of it. Heat wave now for Pac-Man. He's going to pop this when he walks into it. Doesn't see anybody.
But all four go down for H2k. This is great for TSM. They could gain so much time on this hardpoint. They just need to make sure they defend themselves and fend off this kind of first wave of kills from H2k.
They cannot win it on this hard point, but they can go into the lead. So they're also going to have to be careful about this rotation. Such little time remaining in this game. Pac-Man still patrolling. His teammates now really not being able to back him up. He's only got one in the
Look
area.
how far they're spawning away.
They spawned away, and Pac-Man doesn't matter. Pac-Man stays alive. Will pick up a score streak as well. Can he make that third kill? Still playing his life. Refuses to drop down. He's still alive. How on earth has Pac-Man played his life? They're allowing Colchan to come in and clean up too. They have the lead by 10 points. It will only be 11 when they go for it. And he's going to drop the hammer of God into this one. Can he get any kills with it? No. Nothing yet so far. This is the rotation. It's pretty much going to end on this next hill.
If Pac-Man is able to get 100 more points, he gets a Cerberus, which would really help out defending the front part of this new hardpoint. But he gets taken down. Colchan calling in the lightning strike. Colchan going big in the final seconds. 2 more seconds for TSM.
Proofy, and I think
One
that's
more.
going to be it. It's still contested. Proofy's pre-firing it. He goes down. Pac-Man will clean up that last kill. And what a play from Pac-Man on that second to last hill we just saw. How did he do it? How did he stay alive? I will never know.
Who knows, man, but Cole Chan coming in to save his life, picks up 2.
Yeah.
Pac-Man gets the Hellstar Missile, even though nothing gets done, was 100 points from the Cerberus. Cole Chan also earned streaks off that as well, which helped TSM solidify that final hardpoint, but you got to feel for Lacefield. 32 and 25, did all he could for his team, but in the end, just wasn't enough.
I mean, it was great work there actually by TSM to break that hill, to even allow Pac-Man in to stay alive. But he stabilized. He picked up the 2-piece. You saw him pre-fire and almost picked up the 3. Didn't even have to. He actually just stayed alive and played his life, refused to go anywhere. I mean, that was great play. I mean, Cole Chan kind of diving in to save his teammate. It was Pac-Man was such a distraction that it allowed Cole Chan to just pick up an easy 2-piece.
You know, when Pac-Man pops that heat wave, his teammates were able to pick up everybody on the H2k squad, so they spawned so far out. Really allowed them to kind of solidify their position, and then, you know, that's the play when Pac-Man just stayed alive for so long. That was definitely the key moment in that hardpoint game, but TSM, they come out to a strong start, and they take map 1.
Well, going into that hardpoint, I mean,